Dorian with Geeks of Color. Thank you so much, Andrew, for giving me a little bit of your time, man. Absolutely loved you in the movie, dog.
Oh, thank you so much, Dorian. How you doing? You good?
I'm doing
Yeah.
great, man. I'm doing great. So, my first question for you, man. So, what was it like just going from your hit series Warrior, which I absolutely love, to going to this big movie and joining the G.I. Joe franchise?
What was it like? It was a lot of work. It was because I wasn't that familiar with GI Joe going in. I also had certain hesitations, reservations, just like any role, to be honest. And I think, and I wanted to make sure I do it right, and I wanted to make sure that I do it so that the kids growing up could be proud and happy of their representation
Mm,
growing up, and to make him layered and quote unquote interesting as possible. But yeah, it was. And also, I think just like any job, you take one job and you go from the next, and you learn and grow, and you take every bit that you've learned from this to the next job. Yeah, so it was a lot of work, man. But
So in a way, although this is Snake Eyes' origin story, kind of giving us this, gave us basically Storm Shadow's origin as well. So what was that like, just bouncing off of Henry and working with him throughout the movie and just building that chemistry and that rivalry, that brother and that kinship?
yeah, I mean, I think so Henry and I, we grew up from very in a similar part of the world, Surrey, Surrey boys in England, and then we've taken very different paths in our life, but somehow we're on this job together. So to be the two leads of this film in a big Hollywood blockbuster kind of thing was pretty, pretty crazy. But yeah, and then the rest of it was, so we've got a lot of similarities, but also a lot of differences as people. And I think it was just work, just working and breaking down the script and figuring out and trying, experimenting, exploring different things, So yeah, I think it was just a lot of good work, but fun work.
Yeah, and just speaking of the work and speaking of just the hard work you had to put in, can you talk about what it was like just working with legendary stunt coordinator Kenji and just how you were able to bounce off and just and do all that training and all that? Because I saw some of the training features look crazy.
Luckily, I was kind of ready, or I knew what was going on because of Warrior, but it was just different. So, and also I'm not taking my top off for half the show, so I don't have to be in 6% body fat. So I could just focus on the swords and then focus on the psychology of the movement of Tommy. Miyamoto Musashi, do you know Miyamoto Musashi? He was a bit of an influence for and imagining how he would fight, and watching all the samurai films, learning from Kenji and his stunt crew, the Japanese stunt boys. And it's you gather all this and then you hope it works, kind of thing.
Absolutely, man. Well, I'm getting a wrap up sign, so I want to say thank you so much for giving me some of your time, man. Like,
Thanks.
absolutely love the movie, and like I said again, Warrior is one of my favorite shows. I'm waiting for season 3, dog. Like, got it. I
Thanks,
can't wait.
man.
We get some details about that, but thank you again so much for giving me some of your time.